Your doctor wants you to take a pill to relax your muscles. Your physical therapist wants you to stretch those muscles and they want you to strengthen so that you can improve your range of motion. And in a study that was performed back in 2025, there were findings that mortality risk is actually associated with the lack of joint mobility that you have. However, that study did passive range of motion and connected that to the joint, but it didn't take the joint out of that. So that study was only a portion of what is happening in your body. Now, if you have lost joint mobility in your hips, your ankles, your shoulders, and your thoracic spine, and you're moving like you don't want to move, then listen up to this case study. Had a client come in who was 74 years old. By all standards of fitness, this person was healthy. They were strong and they were flexible. He could touch his toes. In all areas of healthcare, his biomarkers were great. He had great blood pressure. He was eating good. He was getting in the protein that he needed to get in. And in all of these standards, he was healthy. Now, he has been doing pull ups and he's been noticing that when he strength trains, he's not building the mass like he used to. And he has attributed that fully to aging. But his wife sent him over to me and I did a mobility health score. And in his mobility health score, he got a 28. Now, that is an accelerated decline in multiple joints of his body. Many of those joints being the reason that he can't do a pull up and he's not seeing the strength gains that he is looking for when he is working out. He works out 3 times a week for over an hour. He does 5 times a week of aggressive cardio. And he also does about an hour and a half of stretching post fitness. So he's doing all the things that he thinks he is supposed to be able to do. Now, when we tested him and found his limitations, he's been coming to us for a jump start and he's seen us for 6 sessions. And I retested him today. And his test results today, I want to show you the limitations that he has. So I want you to see these 5 cups. These 5 cups represent 5 different systems in his body. So his joint mobility, he has lost the empty sections of these glasses. This is the joint mobility loss that he has. And this is the reason that he is not able to build the strength and mass that he wants to. Also, why he's not able to do as many pull-ups as he wants to do, because he doesn't have the mobility to do it, and his body's compensating and his body won't allow him to go because his movement system is no longer working efficiently. Now, in just 6 sessions, he has made gains in every one of these cups, and this is after his 6th session. He now has 40%, 46% of his mobility in his spine remains. So when he started, he was more here around 20%. Now in his hips, he barely had any joint mobility in his hips. He now has 17% of joint mobility. His knees and feet, he was about 60 some percent and now he is at 72%. His shoulder was close to 0 and he's at 25% joint mobility now. And the arm and hands, he's at 75% mobility. Guys, this area here that you see that is missing is the joint mobility that he has lost. And the areas we are focusing on are all of these areas in red. The green areas are considered moving well and healthy as far as it has to do with our scoring and our testing. So let me get back into and stop sharing my screen here. Okay, so basically what he has achieved has been quite a bit. He now still has work that he has to do on his joints because you can't regain that joint mobility just in 6 sessions. We have to reverse, gain, and open space in the joints that we're looking at. We also have to do kind of plugging the muscles back into the movement system and making sure the movement system is working efficiently. If you're a person who wants to preserve your joint mobility and you want to learn why you're not achieving what you want to achieve, then make sure you click below and schedule to get your mobility health score. And we'll see you inside the studio.